We are still in the same Demo 03 drawing in the extra library demo project that comes with AutoCAD Electrical. Now, I did mention in the previous example about how this was a tank arrangement with a reservoir using regulators, and now I've moved across slightly. You'll see there's a pressure gauge and a pressure regulator. It's a pneumatic circuit controlling a pneumatic component. Now, I don't know what component that is, but you can see there that the reservoir is where the pressure builds up. The pressure is regulated by the circuit and thus gives a readout on the pressure gauge. So those of you in the know, you might have recognized that from the previous example, but I'm telling you now that's what this is. Now, looking at the system, obviously there's various icons, as I said, various blocks and components and symbols that you bring into the drawing itself. How do you bring those in? Well, what you do is you use the schematic tab up here on the ribbon, and you'll notice we've got an insert components panel. So if I hop over to the insert components panel here, and I've got icon menu, and I click on icon menu, what'll happen is I get the option to insert anything from this massive range of components. Now, as I said, we work with different standards in AutoCAD Electrical. I've got the JIC schematic symbols come up. Now, these are part of my library in AutoCAD Electrical, and what I'm going to do is go to push buttons. I want a push button, and I'm just going to go for a regular push button NO like that and bring it into the drawing. Now, the lovely thing is I can just hover anywhere like that, and I can just drag and drop it into any part of the wiring loom of that circuit. So if I go there and click, it inserts it on that midpoint. I get the option now to tag that particular push button. So the component tag there is PB1. I'm just going to leave that as it is and just OK it. Now, if I go OK repeat, what that allows me to do is obviously repeat and put another push button in. And I can keep using that OK repeat to repeat push buttons for as many push buttons as I need to insert in the drawing. In this case, I only want the one, so I click on OK, and there's my PB1 in the system. Now, I'm just going to pan upwards slightly, and I'm then going to hover there, select it, right click, and as you can see there, I can edit the component. If I click on edit component there, it takes me back to that dialog box. That right hand system is just so cool. It's brilliant. As I said, it came from Autodesk Inventor and it works brilliantly for AutoCAD Electrical. So I'll just OK that. I don't actually need to change that push button at all. But you can see how that works and how that system is just so quick and so easy. Imagine having to draw all of these valves and switches and reservoirs and filters using manual AutoCAD methods. You'd have to draw all the lines and the diamond shapes, like I've shown you in previous exercises with some of the drafting settings and tools. It would take a month of Sundays, to use a phrase. So as you can see, the idea being AutoCAD Electrical makes you much, much more productive because you have these libraries and editing tools that make your life so much quicker and so much easier.